Hello, it's Linda with No Frills ASMR. I thought we could continue looking at the unofficial Disney Parks cookbook. I think a couple of months ago we started to look at this, and one thing I really thought was kind of cool is these pictures of the maps. You know, they have the maps of the parks. Where is it? It was right there. There it is. So, like, this park is Disneyland, which is the one in California. I went to Disneyland when I was a little kid, but I haven't been back. I have been to Disney World in Orlando more recently, but it's still been 15 years or more. So, but I've never been to any of the other Disney parks. So anyway, we went through all these recipes. Oops. And here's Magic Kingdom, which on here looks kind of small, doesn't it? Tomorrowland, Main Street USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Fantasyland. And then they have this track here. Oh yeah, those are so cute, those sugar cookies. Next time I make sugar cookies, I'm going to put the sprinkles like few and far between because that's cute. Alright, so we left off here. And this is Epcot. Well, that's in Orlando, so I have been here. Do they have Epcots in other places? I don't know. But Epcot has like all the different, lands or whatever you want to call it. So you come in here, and this is Future World East and Mexico. And in Mexico, they have coconut popsicles. Interesting. And they have mango popsicles. And then you walk up and go to Norway. And in Norway, you have school bread and troll horns. What is that? And then you keep going up, and there's China. Why is no recipe from China? Well, I could give you a China recipe, but I can make some things. All right, so we keep going to Germany, and in Germany you have caramel pecan bars. You have chocolate caramel pineapple spears. You have caramel popcorn. Seems to be a caramel theme. And then number 12 is a Bavarian cheesecake. Okay. So then you keep going to Italy. And in Italy, they have cocoa gelato and stracciatella. I know how to say this. I learned, but I can't remember. Anyway, gelato. And then, there's Japan. In Japan, they have strawberry kakagori, and they have melon kakagori. I'm sure I'm saying all these words wrong. I don't know how to say them. Okay, and then Morocco. Oh, I'd love to go to Morocco in real life. Okay, 19 baklava. I love baklava. And then to France. Although I have in Detroit area, well, they say it both ways. They say baklava or baklava. I feel like I heard it more baklava, but here where I live now, they say baklava. So I don't know. Okay, in France, you have macaron ice cream sandwiches and croque glacé, croque glacé, croque glace, croque glace. Jeez, I'm in trouble. And Napoleon's, crepes, and tarte aux fraises. Tarte aux fraises. Okay, and then you go to United Kingdom. No food from there. No bangers and mash. No, that's Ireland. Or is it? I don't know. What's the thing with the sausage and then... Oh, whatever. Okay, and then Canada. And then Future World West. Okay, my brain's on up. I'm trying to think of this food from United Kingdom. I don't. Anyway, okay, so croissant donuts from Epcot, vegetable oil, refrigerated biscuit dough, sugar, ground cinnamon. I've never heard it called this, but I used to make these for my son's birthday every year. It is an absolute favorite, and they're really easy. You just get a big pan and put vegetable oil works best, because if you try like olive oil, it can't eat it. You could probably use avocado or maybe coconut oil, but anyway, some kind of vegetable oil, something with a high heat, threshold. And then you'd get those canned biscuits and you poke a hole in them, and I'd always take all the holes and make little donut holes and then fry them and then put cinnamon sugar. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. It is so good, but it is a little bit of a grease bomb. Like, you have to really let them sit on paper towel. Otherwise, they're too greasy and they give you a tummy ache. Let's see. Macaron ice cream sandwiches. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Oh, you use the raspberry ones from chapter 3, which we saw earlier. And then ice cream. Okay. An easy way to switch up this recipe is to sub out for different flavors of ice cream. Vanilla variations provide a classic base that lets the macaron shells shine, while a busier flavor like Rocky Road or mint chocolate chip allow the ice cream to be the star. I'm afraid I'm going to say this wrong again and embarrass myself. Croque glace or glacé. Croque glacé. What is this? At L'Artisan. Oh gosh. I need to learn French. De Glacé shop at the France Pavilion in Epcot. These ice cream sandwiches are served custom made. You can choose one of 16 delicious flavors of ice cream, as well as strawberry or chocolate sauce. Oh my gosh, my mouth's like watering. The French cast member will then slice in half a fresh brioche bun. Scoop in your selection of ice cream and drizzle on your choice of sauce. They then place the whole thing in a special press made just for this treat. It sticks the edges of the bread together and seals the ice cream into the center. Now you can have this heavenly treat right at home. Wow. So yeah, they're actually making milk, sugar, yeast, flour, butter. Interesting. What did they do for chocolate sauce? Just says chocolate sauce. I love a homemade chocolate sauce. Brioche ice cream sandwiches, although sold at the France Pavilion at Epcot, are actually an Italian invention. Sicilians created this sweet treat, which has since spread across most of Europe. No one can resist this delicious combination. Napoleon's. Another name for this French dessert is millefeuille. I don't know if I'm saying, which translates to 1,000 leaves or 1,000 layers. I think I've had a Napoleon before. Although you can only see 3 pastry layers and 2 cream layers, there are in fact countless layers. So they use puff pastry and creme pâtisse. Is that how you say that? Confectioner's sugar. Yeah, that's not for me. It's like too much sweet and carb. I kind of get a headache sometimes. Crepes. Yum, yum, yum. It's funny that I know this isn't legit crepe story, but when I was a kid in the 80s or 70s, I don't remember, Stouffer's, who make the mac and cheese. Stouffer's used to make a chicken crepe, and it was like 2 in a box. And I think this is when microwaves were first coming out, so you could put it in the microwave. I'm sure it wasn't good, but my memory is that it was so good. Like, it was my favorite thing. My parents would work really late, so I was kind of a latchkey kid, and I'd cook that up, and I mean, oh my God, it was my favorite thing. And my mom would say, I only wanted to eat baked potatoes, which I'd microwave, and those crepes all the time. And my mom was like, you have to eat vegetables. Anyway, so they're making sweet crepes. Tarte aux frais. Oh, yeah, that's cute. I used to know a lady who, was sort of I guess she was a pastry chef or whatever you call it. And I went to a party where she made a bunch of things like this. And it had like a curd. I don't know what was going on with those because I've had a lot of that kind of thing at parties. But hers were the best things I've ever had in my life. They were delicious. They weren't like overly sweet, they were just, they were so good. School bread, or a skoleboller, is a typical Norwegian treat. Its name comes from the fact that school children often take it in their lunches, and it's typically served at school functions. Every bakery in Norway offers fresh skoleboller. The combination of springy spiced dough, cold custard filling, and flaky coconut on top delights Norwegians and Walt Disney World guests alike. That actually sounds pretty tasty. I want to try that. Salted butter, flour, sugar, ground cinnamon, active dry yeast, confectioner's sugar, heavy cream, vanilla, instant vanilla pudding, whole milk, and sweetened coconut. I don't want to make it, but I want to try it. Okay, here we go. Troll horns. What is a troll horn, you guys? Has anybody been there and tried this thing? Is it going to be sweet or savory? I think it's going to be sweet, and I want it to be savory. Like, if I'm eating a troll horn, I want it to be like savory. Like mushrooms and some kind of creamy meat. That's gross. Okay. Opened in 1988, the Norway Pavilion is the newest country in the World Showcase. The then Crown Prince Harald V of Norway led the dedication ceremony himself, and he even broadcast the ceremony all the way to the real Norway. Wow. Trolls are an essential part of Norse mythology, hence the troll horn. The horn is made from flaky puff pastry and is the perfect balance to the sweet cream inside. Yeah, it's sweet. So they do puff pastry, and then, oh, that's all the horn. Okay. And then an orange cream. Ugh, I don't know about that. Heavy cream, cream cheese, confectioner sugar, and marmalade, and then sugar and butter. An easy change up to this recipe: use a different marmalade or jam flavor instead of orange. Gives classic strawberry or grape a try. This small change delivers a yummy flavor variation. Well, that's cute. So it's kind of like an ice cream cone filled with cream. Caramel popcorn. I remember as a kid making caramel popcorn as like gifts. My sister and I thought, oh, we'll do that. Make like just like this gift bag. It was such a mess because it stuck to the pans, and my mom was like, you have to get this all out of here. And we didn't really know, what we were doing. I still don't know if I'd know how to get hard caramel out of a pan. I think we kind of burnt it too, so it didn't even taste very good. Anyway, chocolate, caramel, pineapple spears. That's a strange combination, isn't it? Chocolate, caramel, pineapple. These pineapple spears are sold at the Caramel Kucha shop in the Germany Pavilion at Epcot. In fact, Caramel Kucha, probably not saying that right, is operated by the Werther's, like Werther's original caramel things. Those are yummy. Company, and is the only freestanding Werther's store on the planet. Next time you eat one of those delicious hard candies from the grocery store, you can dream about Caramel Kucha, where many treats are coated in the stuff. Yum. It does sound pretty good. 1 large fresh pineapple, 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup Werther's original soft caramels, and a tablespoon of whole milk. Lay the pineapple spears down. Microwave the chocolate chips. Add caramels. Remove spears from refrigerator, and so they did the spears and put chocolate, put in the refrigerator, and then drizzled the caramel on top. Wow, somebody tell me if that's good, because that is to my brain, it's a strange combination. Like an apple with that, or a strawberry, but pineapple. I don't know. Caramel pecan bars. That sounds yummy. When the Germany Pavilion at Epcot was first dreamed up in the 1970s, Germany itself was split into 2 nations, East and West. Imagineers wanted the pavilion to focus not on the division, but instead their shared heritage. The original pavilion was also supposed to have a ride that would take guests on a cruise down the Rhine River. I swear when I was there, it did have that. I feel like I remember doing that. The ride, that's so weird. The ride never came to fruition. I could have sworn we were inside one of those pavilions and got on like a little boat thing and you went around. But you can now take an adventure by Disney River Cruise on the actual Rhine River. Whoa. All right. Bavarian cheesecake. I used to love cheesecake, and when I was pregnant with my twins, I was working at Red Lobster, and I would get like insanely hungry because I was working hard, and they don't let you like just stop and eat. You have to wait till your shift's over. But I would like get a piece of cheesecake and kind of hide it and just eat it whenever I could because, I had twins in me. Anyway, but I ate so much cheesecake during that time that now I can't eat it. You know what I mean? It's like, it seemed really good though then. I think I needed the fat and the sugar or something. Strawberry kikagori. I don't know. This delicious treat has reportedly been around since the 11th century. Back then, ice was not crushed by a fancy machine. It was thinly shaved off a massive block using a huge sword. Talk about presentation. Nowadays, kakigori are very similar to Western-style snow cones and have a similar popular flavor like cherry, raspberry, Hawaiian blue. Nothing refreshes quite like shaved ice treat on a hot summer day. So they have strawberry, melon, and they're using real strawberries, so that's kind of nice. Mango popsicle, yum, from Mexico Pavilion. It says vanilla yogurt, mango chunks, and sugar. That's pretty simple. When I was a kid, we used to make popsicles like all the time. We had a plastic thing and you'd pour, like Hawaiian punch or something in it, and then it had a top, and then you could eat. And we'd do Coca-Cola ones and chocolate milk. We'd make fudgesicles. If you like your popsicles with a little more substance, add more mango chunks to the popsicle mold. Coconut popsicle. That sounds good to me. Can of coconut milk, whole milk, heavy cream, and granulated sugar. It's pretty heavy duty, but cocoa gelato. unsweetened coconut, whole milk, vanilla, sugar, salt, egg, coconut milk, and heavy cream. I thought they meant chocolate. They mean coconut. Oh, I don't want to say this word wrong again. I'm scared. The word, I did learn this word, and I could say it. Stracciatella, I don't know, is used to describe 3 food items in Italy: a cheese from Italian buffalo milk, a soup made with dropped eggs, and an ice cream with chocolate pieces in it. Isn't that interesting? The ice cream was actually called stracciatella after the soup, since the creator thought the chocolate pieces looked like egg pieces in the soup. The gelato shop in Epcot only serves the ice cream, so you're in the clear from accidentally ordering soup or cheese. Baklava. I used to make this when I was a kid, and it was so good. I made a good baklava. Yeah, you could get, good honey in Detroit. Excuse me, there's a lot of even back when we were there, it was kind of before there was, now there's the biggest population of, Middle Eastern, I guess, in Dearborn. But even back then, you could get really good, honeys and stuff. And I had a friend who, showed me how to make it, and we'd make it. It was so good. Anyway, all right, I'm going to save this for next time.